This is what I've been waiting for. Did you watch the video?
People often ask me, how can I keep my immune system strong? That's why we've introduced CV Acute, a clinically supported herbal immune formula.
That's my friend, Colonel Dr. Michael Lewis. Oh, I hope he thinks of me as a friend too.
I said, if we're going to work together, we're going to be friends first. And for me, that was really important because I want to work with friends. I don't want to work with colleagues. I want to work with friends.
Okay, good. Dr. Michael Lewis and I have had the capacity of presenting at conferences together. He's one of CV Science's medical advisors, so we're always bouncing ideas off each other, and he incorporates plus CBD into his patient's health. He runs a practice that's specific to traumatic brain injury. But before that, he used to work for the Pentagon running their infectious disease hunters program. He was a little bit like Dustin Hoffman in that Outbreak movie.
Many people are dying and are going to continue to die unless we find this monkey.
So what does all of that have to do with what I'm talking about now? We have always been an immune company by offering folks plus CBD. We've talked before about the relationship between stress and your immune system. Well, the good doctor said that viruses have existed for millennia longer than humans, and humans are going to need to learn how to coexist with viruses. There's no one magic bullet for any disease out there. We're certainly not claiming that this is. However, we believe that good nutrition, lifestyle, exercise, and dietary supplementation with botanicals and other nutrients can be really protective of the immune system. So what is CV Acute exactly? This is a herbal composition that is hemp CBD free. There's none of that. And it's derived from the root of Bicol skullcap, the fruit of forsythia, and the flower of honeysuckle. These herbs have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years, safely and effectively. It's only authentic if it's the flower of honeysuckle, the root of Bicol skullcap, and the fruit of forsythia. And that combination of herbs in China is known as shuanghuanglian, or SHL. And I'm so sorry if I've butchered the language and the pronunciation. Anyway, the combination of these herbal extracts have been studied in a number of different scientific models to produce antiviral effects, immunomodulatory effects, and anti-inflammatory effects. All of these are important. What I mean by direct antiviral is that there are some studies that show that the active constituents within, let's take Bicol skullcap for example, which is different than the sleepy time American skullcap that you might find in your herbal teas. Bicol skullcap has a molecule called bicolan. And bicolan was actually shown in some studies to disrupt the way in which the virus enters the cell and then exits the cell once it's hijacked its molecular machinery. When I use the term immunomodulatory, this is where we see some of these compounds priming the pump of your immune system by activating various cytokines and transcription factor activities that might help your immune system be more vigilant. And of course, anti-inflammatory is helpful too. What we're seeing with some, even influenzas, is that a lot of tissue damage can occur when the virus overactivates your immune response. So it's important for your immune system to know when to go and when to stop. And some of these herbs can help with those properties. So how do you use it? We don't recommend taking this every day, although you could. Really, this is intended to be taken the moment you start to feel it, some fire burning your throat and wind causing you to feel a little bit chilly. That might be an indication that it's time to try CV Acute. And you just pour out a teaspoon, down the hatch. Delicious. And feel free to take more if you feel like you need it, and keep taking it until you start to feel great again. So one of the reasons I'm so excited about this is because I've done so much research into this ingredient and learning new things about it. It does really seem compelling. But I had a conversation the other day with my friend Vicky, who is the bulk herbs buyer at Cambridge Naturals, the health food store I used to work at. And when I brought up CV Acute with her, this is how this conversation went. Vicky, you're in charge of bulk herbs at Cambridge Naturals. You're a budding herbalist. You're on the roof of your Cambridge apartment with a pot plant. What do you think of the ingredients in CV Acute? Bicol, skullcap, honeysuckle, forsythia?
I am so excited for that to be available in the Western market, for us to be selling it, hopefully. There's nothing like it out there in the market right now. And people have been talking about this since the very beginning, because these herbs have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. And it's really hard to find them in the United States, especially around the area that I'm in. Bicol skullcap is really good for your immune system. So just, yeah, very, very pumped.
Understand that the global crisis that we are dealing with is inherently intersectional, that it doesn't just have to do with a highly infective virus, that poverty, race plays into this, nutrition, inadequate access to healthcare, all really contribute to what we're dealing with. And so where we can make a personal stand is by taking care of ourselves, by exercising, by trying to eat the best we can, by breathing well, by sleeping well, by taking our supplements, by using CBD to control mental health or vitamin D to boost our overall health. And that's where I think stuff like SHL, with its historical use, with its research benefits, might be an important tool just in terms of personal wellness. Because I do believe that taking care of oneself during global crisis is an act of resistance. For more information on CV Acute, go to cvsciences.com. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Thanks so much. Be well. Until next time.